I changed the locks on my house while my mother-in-law was out and refused to give her a new key. And my husband says I've created a crisis that didn't need to exist. My husband David and I bought our house 2 years ago. It's the first home either of us has owned, and we were so excited about having our own space. About 6 months after we moved in, David's mom Linda went through a rough divorce and needed somewhere to stay temporarily. We agreed she could live in our guest room for a few months while she got back on her feet. Those few months turned into a year and a half. Linda has a decent job as a dental hygienist and could definitely afford her own place by now. But she's been dragging her feet on apartment hunting. Every time David brings it up, she finds a reason why now isn't the right time. The apartments are too expensive, or too far from her work, or the neighborhoods don't feel safe. Meanwhile, she's become incredibly comfortable in our house. The real issue is boundaries. Linda has a key to our house obviously since she lives here, but she treats the entire place like it's hers. She rearranges furniture without asking. She bought new curtains for our living room because she didn't like the ones we had. She goes into our bedroom when we're not home to tidy up, which means I'll come home and find my things moved around. I've found her going through my dresser drawers before, claiming she was looking for something to donate because I have too many clothes. Last month, I started working from home 2 days a week. Linda's schedule is unpredictable, so sometimes she's home during the day too. She interrupts my work calls constantly, walking into my office to ask questions or tell me about something she saw on Facebook. I've asked her repeatedly to check if I'm on a call before coming in, but she'll peek her head in anyway and whisper questions, which is somehow more distracting than if she just talked normally. 2 weeks ago, I had an important presentation with a potential client. I'd specifically told Linda that morning that I needed absolute quiet between 2 and 3 p.m. At 2:15, right in the middle of my presentation, she opened my office door and started vacuuming the hallway right outside. When I tried to quietly motion for her to stop, she gave me a thumbs up and kept going. I had to apologize to the client and reschedule. We lost the contract. I was furious. When David got home, I told him we needed to talk to his mom seriously about moving out. He agreed to bring it up, but when he did, Linda cried and said she didn't realize she was such a burden and that she thought we enjoyed having her here. David felt terrible and backed off. He told me privately that we should give her another month or 2. That's when I decided I was done. Last Thursday, while Linda was at work and David was on a business trip, I called a locksmith and had all the exterior locks changed. When Linda came home, her key didn't work. She called me panicking, asking if something was wrong with the lock. I told her I'd changed them and that I'd let her in, but I wasn't giving her a new key. She was shocked. I explained calmly that this was our house, that she'd overstayed what was supposed to be a temporary arrangement, and that she had 30 days to find her own place. I said during that 30 days, either David or I would need to be home to let her in and out, and she was no longer allowed to come and go freely or treat our home like her own. Linda started crying and called David immediately. He cut his trip short and came home the next day, absolutely livid with me. He said I'd humiliated his mother and made a unilateral decision about our household without consulting him. I said I'd tried consulting him multiple times, and he kept prioritizing his mom's feelings over our marriage and my sanity. David said his mom just went through a divorce and needs support. I said it's been almost 2 years and she needs to support herself. He said I was cold and controlling. I said he was enabling his mother at the expense of our relationship. His mom has barely spoken to me since. She stays in her room most of the time and makes pointed comments about feeling unwelcome in her own son's home. David's sister called me to say I'm being cruel, and that family helps family. My own mother thinks I handled it badly and should have given Linda more warning. David sleeps on the couch half the time now. Linda's 30 days are almost up and she still hasn't seriously looked for an apartment. David says if I force his mom out, he's not sure he can forgive me. Am I the asshole?